What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Check Swing Podcast with myself and, of course, with my man, Coach Sand, who's down in
Baltimore, having big fun.
absolutely, absolutely. And we have a very special show today. We got a lot going on today, actually. We got a lot going on today. We're going to talk about the Eagles schedule because we are both Eagles fans here in the city of Philadelphia. Well, Miguel is in
Baltimore, having big fun.
but he's originally from here in the Philadelphia area. So, he is a true blue, diehard, mean green Eagles fan. Um, there's also some Sixers news that we're going to tackle today. We kind of talked about it last week, but we're also going to get into it a little bit more this week. Um, we got some videos. Of course, we got some videos, and we have a very special guest today that we're going to introduce in just a minute. But before we get into all that, y'all know how I like to start my shows. I like to ask my folks how they been. So, Miguel,
Sir,
how you been?
hot, very, very hot. Coming off a pretty good weekend though. Our squad, I can't remember. Oh, we played Roland Park over the weekend, and I think we scored a combined, I don't know, 42 runs.
Whew,
Um,
and how many games?
two.
Oh my goodness!
Let me get. It was 15-3 for game one, and I think 21-2 or 21-1 game two. So almost 40 runs.
Y'all out there
Um,
crushing folk.
yeah, and we did suffer our first defeat. It was a pitcher's duel. It was a good game. We kind of came up short in the end, but it's our only loss of the season. And our league champ. I believe we're the number one seed uh, in our conference. So we're setting up really nicely for the.
That's interesting because you have a conference.
Well, it's a league, Hartford County Baseball League, I believe, is
So you
the.
play in that league, but you also play outside that league as well. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and we're started.
That's part of your like those the outside. Let's like say you play a tournament at I don't know what it's called in Delaware, Bash at the Beach, let's call it.
Right. So we'll play.
That doesn't count towards your conference stuff. That's just you guys playing.
That's different, right? So we actually have our first tournament this weekend down in Silver Spring. So you know, competition's gonna be pretty heavy. So I think we'll do all right overall. I think yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Cool, cool. Well, as I said earlier, we have a very special guest. Miguel, do you want to introduce the guest? Because you know him personally.
Sure. So this young man is a player that I had the privilege of coaching for 2.5 years. One of the hardest workers I've ever coached, and improved tenfold from the first time I met him until he left the organization. So he's an infielder for the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, which is of course
Yes, all right, catch it.
your alma mater. Having joined as and for the 2026 season, his background spans standout 10 years at the Matha Catholic PDG Academy. He played with travel ball with elite clubs and for the Richmond Braves, 18U, Canes, Black. He was with me at the Rawlings Prospects for 2 or 3 years, and he's a strong family. He has strong family athletic ties, which we'll get to as we, um, get into everything. So I'd like to introduce to the world champion Shipley.
Well, it looks like that worked out great.
Yo, you gotta rule me when you do that transition because it literally sounds like you're shocking. You're putting like shock in my ear, and they're trying to like mind control me. So you gotta warn me when you do that transition.
Well, I was trying to mind control you, but it's all good. Mr. Champion Shipley from UMES Baseball, what's going on, good brother? Welcome to the Check Swing Podcast.
How we doing? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, I am Miguel, I think the last two times we've had guests, well, this is the second time in the last 2 months that we've had guests, and these last two times that we've had guests on, they've been UMES people. So I'm happy. I'm smiling on the inside and the outside. It's always fun to talk about, to talk to people that are in my second home. In my
Yeah.
second home, I got a lot of love for the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Um, I met my wife there. I played baseball there, got in the radio there, and all that good stuff. And it holds a special place in my heart. But you just finished up your freshman year, correct?
Yes, sir.
You just finished up your freshman year, and I must say, I follow the team, and I watch what's going on. Y'all got a lot more going on for y'all now than we did when I was there 20 years ago. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Y'all got a lot. Y'all got a better fit. I can remember, and I'm not going to talk. This is not about me, but I can remember when we were in transition to a new coach. That coach, Coach Bobby Rodriguez, we called him B Rod. That coach took it upon himself to redo the field
Mm.
on his own. And I just happened to be down there for a summer session, and he had me helping him. So for y'all to have a turf field now after I cracked and bleeded on that field, and I didn't, but that's pretty cool for to see a UMES field, Hawk Stadium having an AstroTurf field. But let me ask you this: like I said, you just finished your freshman year, playing at a HBCU, and before we get into the UMES part of it, why don't you take us a little bit through your baseball journey that led you to the illustrious University of Maryland Eastern?
Well, my whole life I played baseball. Baseball actually wasn't my first love. It was basketball. My dad and his former players, they would always talk about he would have football practices and there was a basketball, like outdoor basketball court not too far from the football practices, and I will always be on the basketball court playing. Um, but my dad at a he had me in sports at an early age, like 3 or 4. And he just saw that in baseball I had skills that I didn't have in any other sports. He had other dads asking me like how many years I've been playing the sport, and my dad would be like, "He's 4, he's 5, he hasn't played, he hasn't played with a team before." um, and I pretty much just I really dropped other sports around like middle school and started focusing on baseball in particular. Um, Actually, around the time I started playing for Coach Santa was when I really started to really get into, hey, I want to do this for a living. Growing up, it was kind of just for fun. I always knew that like I wanted to be the best in the field. I wanted to be the best on any team I played on. But around that time, I was like, hey, like I want to make this my job. I want to get paid to do this. I want to go to the highest level. Uh, uh, Thankfully, UMES picked me up around the time I was transitioning. I was transitioning from DeMatha to PEG, the academy I played at, and I was still waiting in the recruiting process. And then my last year at PDG, the fall, I decided, hey, I want to make this official and go to UMES.
Very, very happy you decided the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Miguel?
You every time I hear, um, and I was reminded about I was. You remember when we went to our dinner with the guys? So annually we do this thing where we I think it's me and like 6 other former players. We actually go to the Longhorns down in what is that called? Arundel Mills, outside of Arundel Mills. And they were transitioning between just playing college baseball to making that NIL money. So how is that working out for you right now? Not having to you know ask mom and dad for money, for those late night beer runs. I mean soda runs. Stuff like that.
I mean, I still ask for them for money from time to time. Like my mom gets on me because I just asked her to buy me a new chain.
What?
But I mean, with that, since we're somewhat of a smaller school, obviously we're not making like the thousands of dollars that dudes at top schools are making. But we have a thing, NIL club, where we're making some money, um, enough to enough to pass by, but hopefully we can get some more money coming into the program in order to get some more NIL deals.
Now, Justin, refresh my memory. How much money did we make when we played?
Let me see. I
Count,
got
hold on, and count for inflation.
inflation carried it to nothing.
Not a
Absolutely nothing.
damn thing. Um,
Absolutely nothing. Made nothing. Now, I have to admit, guys, I missed the entire thing that y'all just said because my connection just got really bad.
okay.
So, if you don't mind, just for me, so I'm up to date here, can you, Miguel, can y'all repeat that for me? Because I'm as soon as you started talking, my connection went bad.
I just asked him about the NIL money. I really wanted to ask how much he making because gas is pretty high. My BGL tripled, so I could use a couple of dirty 20s. You know,
Wait, so you're making NIL money? Are you getting NIL money? I mean, I'm trying to
I'm
be all in your personal business, but man,
I'm getting I'm
you don't have
I'm
to give him out. I was joking about that. You don't have to give him out.
no, I'm not. I'm making some NIL money. Like some of my teammates, they have brand deals, especially higher brand deals, especially guys that older guys. They have more money coming in, but I mean, I'm making a little bit. Yeah,
that's awesome. Because I know just knowing the area the way I know it, there's a lot of businesses down there that would probably benefit from athletes at UMES being sponsored by them. A
yeah,
lot of different restaurants, car dealerships, all types of stuff down there. It's really its own little community. But that's awesome that you're getting that you have come up on some NIL money. That's a good thing. I'm glad to hear that. I'm actually not jealous. I'm actually kind of proud. Like I'm actually kind of proud. Like okay, UMES is coming up a little bit. I mean, not that we were I would have gotten NIL money, but the fact that there is NIL money associated with the school that's awesome. Um, I'm taking this question from Miguel. This feels like a question Miguel wanted to ask, but I'm going to take it. Okay, your first name is Champion.
yes, sir.
Okay, what's the funniest or coolest reaction you've ever gotten from an umpire or an opposing player or even a teacher when they read your name on a roster or in class or something like that?
Um, so I'll give you funniest interaction on the field and then funniest interaction off the field. On the field, actually, last year we are playing TNXL Academy. They're down in Florida, and they're constantly in the league that we're in. They're constantly like the best team. Have like always have like dudes getting drafted out of there, Power Five dudes. And so we're playing this. We're actually playing this dude that I've been following for a while. Like I'd be like not a fan, but like I respect his game. Um, and so I get on base after my first at bat, and he's a shortstop. And I'm at second base talking. Well, I'm on second base. I'm talking to him. He comes over to me. He's like, "Yo, what's your name, bro?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm Champion." And he just like he has a regular expression on his face. And then as soon as I said that, like it just turned into a smile. He's like, "Dude, I wish I had that name. That's the coolest name of all time." He's like, "Dude, I bet you get all the recognition for that name, blah, blah." And he just like kept going on like the whole time I was out there. that was the funniest interaction I had on the field. Off the field, um, actually I don't give my name out at restaurants or like fast food places anymore. Like I don't say like order for champion. I say order for CJ because I was at a Chick-fil-A once and I put champion on the order and the Chick-fil-A lady laughed at me. She was like, "Now I know that's not the name that your mother gave you." And so ever since then I just started putting CJ on my orders instead of champion.
Nah, man, put champion on there. That's a dope name, man.
Yeah.
That's a real cool name to be honest. Can be completely honest with you. And you're an athlete, which makes it even better.
Yes,
You're
sir.
an athlete named champion. That's it don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than that. Miguel, you wanna
You said CJ. What does the J stand for?
Uh, it's just something I do. Um, it's easy to just put that down rather than just making up a bunch of random fake names. I was thinking
oh, so
about
it's not like a junior or nothing like that?
nah, it's not. I mean,
You
when
lie to people?
if I have a son, I mean, I'm gonna name him CJ for sure. So I guess that's why.
That's
You liar.
that's kind of cool. Sometimes when I go to places and you gotta put your name, sometimes I'll say my name is Thorndike.
I've used Tony Testosterones a couple times.
uh,
What,
go ahead, Miguel.
one question I did want to ask, and I wanted to ask you about this while you were transitioning from your senior year of high school to your first year in college. But how did transitioning from playing at the Matha High School to a year-round development program like PDG Academy elevate your game, and what was it like training at the Fredericksburg Nationals facility?
Oh, I mean, it was the greatest. I say it was the greatest decision I've made in my career so far. Just transferring to a regular high school where you're in classes 5 6 hours a day. um, you kind of have like a small time frame to really get in your own work because you obviously have team practices and it's focused on team things, not really individual development. So you're kind of almost stunning your development unless you're on it. And while I was at the math, I lived like an hour away, so it's kind of like I can't drive 10 minutes 15 minutes home and then instantly like go to the gym or something. It's like I'm getting back home 9 10 o'clock at night after these practices. But once I got the PDG, it was the greatest thing because it was a online school, so you'd get all your work done in like a 1 hour 2 hour time frame, and then it's just baseball, baseball, baseball. The facility that we were at, we had all out access to it. Um, can do pretty much whatever you want there, whatever you need to work on. Our coaches are there pretty much the whole time of the day. So if you have a question of your coach, you can ask that. And playing at the Fred Nat Stadium is it was truly a blessing because not a lot of kids get to experience stuff like that, especially like day in day out. We're there 5 days a week practicing, uh, playing and practicing on a place that we want to be at one day. Like I would love to go back and play there in the minor leagues. And it was a true blessing to play also with dudes that like playing against competition that you want to play against that you want to see in college. We had dudes going to Miami, going to Notre Dame, um, going to University of Virginia that you're competing against every day and you're competing against for a spot. So it really was a blessing to go there and just truly grind.
I just want to put in this comment real quick. L Brick City says Champ was named to the second team All D1 name team this year. So he said he made second team All D1 name team. So that works. So we gonna shoot for first team for the next 3 years. We
For
shooting for
the next 3 years.
We shooting for NIL raise.
Shoot, hopefully I'm trying to get NIL deals. Some more NIL deals like my teammates.
make it happen. Champ, I want to ask you about I'm going to ask you about your decision to go to UMES. What what steered you towards UMES? What how did you make that? How did you come to that decision? Was it like the proximity to home, or was it, the great student life? Because I know there's certain things I know that I wouldn't mention here on this show, but there's certain things that are great about UMES. Um, but what steered your decision? See, yeah, Uh, what made you pick UMES?
Well, my dad, he graduated in '99 from UMES.
Really,
But
that's when
yeah,
I first got here or there.
so my first experience with UMES was about, I think he took me when I was 8 years old. The tour of the campus. I believe that was the first college campus I ever toured. Um, but going there and just when I went on the visit, like going to see that they were truly trying to turn the program around from past struggles, and feeling like I could go to a place where I could shine early. I know a lot of dudes, like especially my friends, are going to schools where they're not getting much playing time. They're not um, being able to go compete and travel um, and play against other teams of playing against other teams and getting reps. So just going into my fall of my last year at PDG, um, it was a decision of I just wanted to continue to play at a high level, somewhere where it's not too far from home because I do enjoy being close to home, especially after my first collegiate summer last summer being away from home. I lived in Kansas, and I did not like being far from home.
Wow.
Um, so just being close to home was great for me, and just knowing the atmosphere, knowing that I could go in and compete against dudes that want and have the same goals as me and compete against other schools that I've been watching on TV for years.
Now, did UMES did it meet your expectations, or did it leave some stuff to be desired? How did UMES treat you this year?
This year UMES treated me well for sure. Like, there's a lot of people at UMES, especially faculty and the education department, that really treated me like their own child. Took care of me. And there's definitely like things that, being a freshman going into college, there's things that you expect that may not happen for you. Um, having having expectations of almost entitlement. I wouldn't say to go as far as say like I was entitled, but having expectations of wanting more than most people actually get is definitely something that causes disappointment. But for the most part, yes, they took care of me, and I really enjoyed my time there my first year.
Awesome, awesome, Miguel.
Um, in your commitment announcement, you think the long list of coaches. You're welcome. Um, joking. But all jokes aside, how vital was that support system in helping you navigate the high stakes world of showcase circuits like Perfect Game, PBR, all those things, Prep Baseball Report? Like, how vital was um, your support system?
It was very vital. My dad says all the time, like he says the coaches all the time, like if you for him, he'll run through a brick wall for you. And I truly think that's true about myself. Like, if there are people that I truly believe are in my corner and that support me, then I'll run through a brick wall. I'll do anything. I'll put the work in for them. And just having that support system growing up, of having so many great coaches and people in my corner, family, friends, teammates in my corner that just root for me and truly want to see me win. It's something that keeps me going every day. Obviously, in baseball, you have struggles where you're gonna feel like, hey, is this really meant for me? Or like you're gonna have something we talked about on our team was imposter syndrome. Like, hey, like I'm not supposed to be here, but in reality, you're there for a reason, and the people around you, the support system around you, will remind you of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, you're playing Division One baseball. UMES is Division One for those that don't know, and it's an HBCU. Can you talk a little bit about what it means to represent an HBCU on a Division One level on the national stage?
I mean, it really means a lot. A lot of times, teams, when you go to play teams, they expect you to be less than because the color of your skin. Like in our sport, it's not a lot of black people in the MLB and Division One baseball and college baseball overall. So, like, just going in there and proving people wrong is really um, something that fuels you as a baseball player, puts a chip on your shoulder. I don't like to say really proving people wrong because I don't do stuff. I actually use the scripture Galatians 1:10 to not do stuff for man but for God. And I don't like to say prove people wrong just because I don't play for them. I play for God and myself. I like to say prove myself right. I like to prove myself right that I do deserve to be here, that I will accomplish my dreams, and I am going to beat you. I may not beat you this at bat, I may not beat you the next at bat, but eventually I'm going to beat you.
Love it, love it, love it, Miguel.
Yeah, and I will concur about him running through a brick wall. Because like I introduced you on the show, you were the hardest working. You were always there for the extra reps in the beginning, the middle, and the end. So, um, and I
Miguel,
always
before you go into your question, because I wanted to say it three times already, and I forgot every time. I just want to tell Champion something real quick. You're playing in the Northeast Conference
Yes,
now,
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
And I feel kind of bad. I mean, it's a great conference to play, but I feel kind of bad for you because before you were attending, I don't know how much you know about before you attended UMES. I mean, all the other sports are in the MEAC conference.
Yes, sir.
And we were in the MEAC conference when I was there. There were a lot more teams in the MEAC. Um, and we would have, I mean, I'm sure you still have the same rivalries: Dell State, Coppin State, Norfolk. Um, but I feel like you guys are being a little slighted in a sense overall, just because you guys aren't in the MEAC. I just wish the MEAC would come back. But you still have Dell State, you still have Coppin State. Um, you don't have Howard. I know, I know we Howard left actually while I was at UMES because they got into some trouble. They had to get rid of some programs. We ain't gonna get into that. But like I wish you will also have that experience of playing in the MEAC conference and traveling to Florida. There's no more Florida teams in the MEAC, but traveling to Florida a couple times a year and going down to North Carolina and all like that. It's just unfortunate, but I'm proud of the progress that is being made and the progress you guys are making in the Northeast Conference. I know last year it was a struggle in the
yeah.
Northeast Conference. And this year you guys fared pretty well in the Northeast Conference. And I'm definitely proud of that. Miguel, I'm sorry for interrupting. I'm going to let you have the floor.
It's fine. I'm used to it. It's almost like a marriage. You're used to certain things about your
Well, we've
partner.
been doing this for about half the time I've been married. So,
Well, there you go. Um, so let's switch it up a little bit. You are relatives. You are a relative of a Major League Baseball player who was in the major leagues for 15 years. Are you okay sharing that news publicly with?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Um, I am cousins with Coco Crisp. Uh, watched him grow up, or growing up, I watched him a lot. He was very much a role model and an inspiration for me in baseball. And knowing that I was related to him was inspiration.
Did you ever have any like positive interactions with him? Was there any kind of like personal inspiration he passed down to you?
I never directly interacted with him. My older cousins that I'm really close to, they had multiple interactions with him, and telling me telling me about him growing up, and also just watching him play the sport. Something that it was something like, hey, like I want to do this too. I see him out there, and we have the same blood flowing through our veins. So I want to do the same thing that he's doing out there. I want to honestly go out there and do it better than he's doing it. So it was pretty cool to see that, and he was a grinder for sure. Seeing him play, he was definitely a hustle guy, a grit guy, and I wanted to play like that.
So if who do you think if you were around the same age and you guys are like running on the track, who would be faster?
We were around the same age. I think he got me. I think just by maybe a half a step, maybe hearing
Can,
seeing
I
him
give you
play.
a bit of advice? Can I give you a bit of advice?
Yeah.
Since you're younger, right? Since you're younger, and you only think it might be a half a step, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it. Say you go ahead and take it. You might end up racing them one day and have a chance to be. Go ahead and take
Uh,
it.
and
I'm
I
not
forgot.
sure now since he retired. I could smoke him for sure, but in his
Oh
prime,
yeah, he's definitely pulling a hamstring at
in,
least, or a quad.
in
And I
his
forgot.
prime, I don't know.
I forgot he was a switch hitter, so he's definitely better than you.
Wow.
All joke. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Do you know any of his stats, his stat lines or anything?
Um, I know about I think it's stolen bases. I remember or watching videos on like other MLB players talking about like how fast he was or how like prominent he was on the bases for sure.
All right, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna test your knowledge real quick. All right. There
All
was
right.
one year. There was one year where he was tied for the American League lead in stolen bases. Who was he tied with?
One year that he was tied.
Damn, I don't know that one.
Was it D Gordon?
No,
No.
no. So this particular. So all right, I'll give you the year. 2011. He led the
2011
league. 2011. He led the league, American League. He was playing with Oakland at the time. He
American
led
League.
the league in stolen bases, but he was tied for the league lead. Who was he tied with?
2011 American League.
See, this is how I know as much of a fan as he is of certain teams, he doesn't care about history. I just gave you the biggest clue, but
It was a Yankee.
maybe.
Brett Gardner.
Yes,
Brett Gardner. Okay.
yes. Did your dad just yell that in the background? Because I heard him yell.
I was thinking there was a lot of speedsters back then, so I didn't know it was a Yankee.
Yeah, so that and Brett Gardner, he's obviously lost a lot of speed and his sanity from being a Yankee, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, that's the one stat line. 2011, he led the league in stolen bases, but he was tied for the league lead.
Okay.
Hmm. That's news to me. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Quick question. We all know we're all baseball players here and very superstitious, right? I like to say I don't believe in luck because I play poker. So I like to say I don't believe in luck. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. But I'm still superstitious, right? Do you have any like quirky superstitions when it comes to baseball or anything? Period.
Um, for me personally, I wouldn't say I have like anything that's out of the ordinary, but obviously not stepping on the foul line during, before, even after the game. Uh, eat honestly, it's become eating now. Like if I, especially in big games, like especially if it's a big game or like it's an important game, I don't eat like right before the game. Like if it's within 30 minutes to an hour of the game, I do not eat because I can't. And if I do, I feel like I play bad.
Dude, you need to come and talk to my 13U team because right before games they're eating like gushers and uh, 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 cupcakes and pies and stuff like that. I'm like, what?
That's what you're supposed to eat at 13. You. That's what you're supposed. And
Yeah, I
oranges.
can't do
Orange,
that.
middle of the summer oranges. What are you majoring in,
Sports
champion?
management.
Say it one more time.
Sports management.
Sports management. See, I wish I knew more about college when I was going. I would have majored in that myself.
And that's what I majored in at Drexel.
Yeah.
So we have a question coming in from El Brick City. They asked him about the time Gardner didn't give him a baseball, and he was the only person in the front row. What's
Racist. Sorry,
that about?
sorry.
Um, this was probably when I was like 10, 11, something like that. And
Did you cry?
no, I didn't.
Uh,
No, and Gardner, I'll give him some credit. He was having a pretty bad game, so he wasn't
Hold on,
really
let's take a step back. Who's Gardner? Because I don't know who that is. Who's
Brett
Gardner?
Gardner for the Yankees. He was like sending
Oh,
up for the
okay.
he was the baldy white guy that slammed the thing, and he has anger management issues. I don't think he was held as a baby.
yeah, but it was like had to be the seventh inning, and he was like over 3 with like 3 groundouts, so he wasn't really having a good day. Um, and he's out in left field, and I'm like in the front row. There's nobody else in the front row. By then, I think the Yankees are blowing out some random team. Might have been like the Royals or somebody. And he's warming up, and then he turns around and he sees me in the front row, and then he just chucks the baseball into the stand.
Oh man.
10 rows behind me.
Oh, oh. See, now that he's now my least favorite player ever.
I would have started wearing a Red Sox jersey immediately.
Nah, I
Yeah.
still got to root for my Yankees.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Um. So, all right. You said you're a sports management major.
Yes, sir.
What do you want to do with that after you're done with school?
Um, I mean, hopefully after I'm done with school, I can get drafted, and have a long career in the MLB. But obviously after that, I don't want to. After my career, I don't want to be just somebody that does nothing. I want to be a sports agent, specifically to help guys like me, high school players coming up that trying to get exposure, trying to get more exposure. Um, I know some of my friends they have agents coming out of high school that really help them with stuff, get them brand deals, get them connected with scouts and stuff. And I want to be that for high school players and baseball players growing up, kind of show them the ropes, how to connect with people. And I want to use my sports management degree to do that.
That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. I do know there was a teammate I had that is I believe he might be an agent right now.
Mhm.
It's hard to get in touch with him to really talk to him about it, but I believe he might be an agent right now. So that's just to show you and everybody else that you can do that from Maryland Eastern Shore. You can do it from anywhere, but especially Maryland Eastern Shore. Just putting
Yes,
that out
sir.
there. Just putting that out there. Miguel, you want to ask him another question, or did you want to get into the rapid fire?
Agents, man, I can't believe it. Agents. Uh, let's get to I guess not. Yeah, two unserious questions, right? If you could pick any MLB legend, past or present, to hit right behind you in the lineup for protection, who are you choosing and why?
Past or present, any MLB legend. Honestly, Bonds.
That's what I was going to say.
I'd have Barry Bonds. It's always good to have somebody that the pitcher's scared of behind you, because that means you're going to get a meatball.
Oh yeah.
He got to attack you. So
Mhm.
having Barry Bonds behind me would be elite.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you would always eat. That's for sure. So another, I always like to ask this question to see. First off, I know who would play your father in the movie. But if they made a movie about your journey from Bowie to Maryland to Division One baseball, which actor is playing Championshiply?
Which actor is playing Championshiply? Uh, I mean, I'd say Michael Jordan, actor, but another actor that I really like whenever he's in a movie, I think his name is Lakeith Stanfield.
Mm,
Um,
Okay.
I'd want him to play me as an adult, of course.
So I'm gonna tell you who's gonna play your father, and it's gonna be Kevin Hart because he's small and annoying.
Kevin Hart.
He's gonna play your dad in the movie, and he's gonna. So a little sidebar about his dad.
yeah, please.
He's a fun guy. He's an absolute beautiful human being.
Hey, somebody
Uh,
watch your back, Santa.
bring it on, bring it on. Um, he loves country music, and he was responsible for keeping the book for our team. He would do the game changer and stuff like that for us. And occasionally, like help me out coaching on the bench. When he was in charge of the music, he would play country music, but he always, at least once a game, would play the most annoying song on God's green earth. I think arguably the most annoying baseball song on God's green earth. He would play Sweet Caroline and also sing along to it. Oh, oh, oh. I'm like, why?
Can I ask a question about that song? And I don't need anybody to look it up. I just want to know if anybody just happens to know.
It's
When
a
did that
horrible song. Huh?
when did that song come out? Like give me a time frame. You don't have to tell me the exact year. Like give me a
1840. No, it came out I want to say late 60s, early 70s.
wow. Okay,
It
that's
was a
really sad. That's pretty sad because the first time I even remember hearing the song, that's pretty damn sad. First time I remember hearing that song was at what's the place called? In Ocean City,
Mm.
Maryland. It's a place that is I can't think of what the place is called right now, but it's like a club, restaurant slash bar. I can't think of what the place is called, but there was a room where it was like a club, and they played that song, and the part with sweet, that part, and
Yeah, yeah.
I had no idea about this song, like no clue about the song whatsoever, and then like the whole place sang along, and I was just like dumbfounded, like wow, this song has some power to it. Everybody knows this song. I've never heard this song a day in my life, and ever since then, I've kind of liked the song. I just wait for that one part, but I wish I could remember what the place was called in Ocean City. I even had to go there for work one time, and we broadcasted there from work one time. I can't think what the place is called, but and I don't. If you know champion, you keep it to yourself. You keep it to
So
yourself.
the song came out in 1969. It was Neil Diamond, of course.
That's sad. That's
Uh, uh,
please.
uh,
I was
It was rumored to be about Caroline Kennedy, who was the daughter of JFK.
right.
So it's like in the reminder, like, oh man, that's sad. She's alone, blah 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 blah. But it was later revealed that it was dedicated to his then wife, because it fit the melody better.
Mm.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's
Interesting.
still it's still a horrible baseball song.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a baseball song to me. I mean, outside of Boston, but
You gotta say it right,
Boston,
Boston with the
yeah,
stupid A. Everything is A. Boston's the only city in America that does never. They don't use the letter O. Everything's ah,
true. That is
like
true.
a damn sheep. Sorry.
That is true. That is true.
Um. Maybe one last question before we go to the rapid fire. If you were to talk to young players today, what do you think this generation of players needs to do more of, and do less of?
Um, Something that this generation needs to do, I guess, more of is just off the field stuff, behind the scenes. Like I see a lot of kids on like Instagram Reels or like TikTok, and they're like 10U, 11U mic'd up, and it's like they're not really playing against competition. They're mic'd up in a regular county ball league. Um, I say just knowing that whatever level you're in right now is not the level that you're going to be at by the end of your career or later on in your career. Like all the dudes that are having the most success that I know right now in college are the dudes that grinded behind the scenes, that weren't doing all the posting early on, wasn't doing all the flashy stuff early on. They were just grinding behind the scenes, and then they just went out there and balled.
I would agree with everything you just said.
I would add
Especially,
one.
go ahead.
I would add one more thing.
What's
They
that?
need to bathe. They stink. This is a stinky
And
stink generation.
disinfect their catcher's gear too.
Oh my goodness! I never dry heave so much next to catcher's equipment.
All right, I think it's time for rapid fire, Miguel. Now, who's all? Are we all answering these, or is it just champion, or is it?
Originally it was just champion. If you want to take part in it, Justin, that's fine.
I'll let champion answer it first, because then that way I got a chance to think.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm gonna just throw out some real quick scenarios, and then you throw out the first thing that comes to mind.
All right.
Okay. I wish I had that speed music, but we'll work on that in the future. All right. Ready?
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Favorite non-baseball sport?
Basketball.
If you were a WWE wrestler, past or present, who would you be?
Randy Orton.
Ew. Duke or Carolina?
Carolina.
Ooh. Okay. Best wood bat.
Best wood bat, Chandler.
Best aluminum bat.
Rollins.
Launch angle, real or fake?
Oh, real. For sure.
Who wins the next Super Bowl? Here's the disclaimer. If you say Dallas, your father will lose air in his front left and back right tires.
um Shoot. The Seahawks.
All right. Favorite baseball drill?
Oh, favorite baseball drill. I guess I'll just say 27 outs.
Okay. We did that a lot. Best baseball food?
Oh, hot dogs for sure.
Best baseball drink?
Gatorade.
Gatorade? Still with the Gatorade? It's
Yeah,
salt and sugar.
it works.
Okay, my turn.
All right. You ready?
I've had time to think.
All right, Justin. Here we go.
All right, go ahead.
Favorite non-baseball sport?
Basketball, track, and boxing.
Okay. If you were a WWE wrestler, past or present, who would you be?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
I already know the answers to this question. Duke or Carolina? We all know you're
Carolina,
Carolina.
baby, all day, all day.
Best wood bat?
Best wood bat. Victus.
Best aluminum bat?
I've never used it, but I'm Bone Saber. I don't know who makes it, but the Bone Saber bat, I kind of like that one.
Okay. Launch angle, real or fake?
Real.
I like the tone change in that one. I liked it. Who wins the next Super Bowl? And I don't need to flatten your tires.
That would be the EAGLES Eagles.
Your favorite drill?
So this is actually a drill you introduced me to, the chaos drill.
Mm.
Best baseball food?
Beer.
Best baseball drink? The second beer?
Beer.
Oh God! All right.
Yes. Now, do you want to answer Miguel, or are we moving on?
Shoot him. Go ahead, shoot him at
All
me.
right, what's your favorite non-baseball sport?
Football.
If you were a WWE wrestler, past or present, who would you be?
Jimmy Fly, Jimmy Superfly Snooker,
Interesting.
because
Interesting.
he's short and didn't need shoes.
Okay. All right. He definitely didn't wear shoes. Duke or Carolina? You better not say. You better say the right thing.
I've always loved Carolina over Duke. I mean, I like to say Duke to piss off some people on this show, but I'll say Carolina.
You just got to be honest. Best wood bat.
Um, Best with bat I ever used was Louisville Slugger.
Best aluminum bat.
Best aluminum bat I ever used. My last 2 years of high school, it was an Easton bomb bat. It had the thin handle and a big bottom, just like I like my ladies. Okay, go ahead.
I was thinking that, but okay.
Bam!
I was thinking it. Launch angle, real or fake?
Sure.
Who wins the next Super Bowl? I already know. You have the shirt on. It's all good.
Okay.
Or do you have a different answer?
Today, that is my answer, and
Favorite-
they'll beat the Cowboys to get into the playoffs, but the Cowboys won't be in the playoffs.
Favorite drill.
It's a tie between the chaos drill and there's this hot box drill that I've been doing lately. You have two players, one on each end, and then you have a player in the middle, and you have to toss the ball. And he has to switch.
You want to show me that one day.
Yeah.
Best baseball food.
Cheesesteak, baby.
Best baseball drink.
A 103-ounce Sprite.
Damn, 103 ounce. Right. Diamond Life says the 49ers. In the next Super Bowl.
I mean, if
One of my most hated teams too. I can't stand them.
because they have a new quarterback every year, and they always have like major issues with limbs being broken.
So let's get into real quick the Eagles schedule. We don't have a whole lot of time left in the show, but we're not going to pick winners and losers yet. We usually do that in August, right? Is that when we
Right.
do it?
Right, and I forgot because I was moving papers around. You remember how we did our predictions?
Yes.
So believe it or not, you had picked the same record 3 years in a row.
I believe it.
And I was trying to do the calculation, but I lost the one sheet, and then I think my dog Luna pissed on one, and then she ate the other one. So I was like, "Damn, I can't make."
And only one of those years I was right.
The year they won the Super Bowl, yeah, that's when you were right.
I think that was the only year I was right. So if I'm right again, they'll win the Super Bowl again. Real quick, I mean the Eagles schedule to me, I mean a lot of people have ranked it as one of the easier schedules. I think it's a brutal schedule, to be honest. Not as brutal as last year, as far as competition is concerned, but more so. They have 4 games against teams that are coming off a bye. I feel like that was an instance 2 years ago, maybe. But that's rough. And then they go to London and come back and play a team coming off a bye. Now, not gonna get in. We got plenty of time to get into that. We got a whole summer. We don't even know who's on the roster yet. We can get into that. But I'm going to ask you this, Miguel, personally. How do you feel about them playing on Thanksgiving? Do you the time that they're playing on Thanksgiving?
I love it because they're playing the Cowboys. Any other team that play on Thanksgiving, I don't care. I don't care much for.
Yeah, I remember a few years back they played Detroit on Thanksgiving. I think it was the last Chip Kelly year. I think
And
they
they got blown out.
they got butt blasted against against Detroit that year, and then Chip Kelly was gone at the
But
end of that.
but historical fact, that's the only loss they ever had on Thanksgiving.
Really didn't know that.
Their lifetime they are 6-1 on Thanksgiving.
Interesting.
And they beat the Cowboys twice.
Now, let me ask you this, Miguel. Not only are they playing on Thanksgiving, but they're also playing on Christmas Eve. Are you how you feel about the Christmas Eve game?
Eh,
I know
I
a lot of
mean,
people are like they're playing at a time when like Christmas Eve is Christmas Eve, and
like who's gonna be watching is what you're saying.
yeah, yeah, it's like more party time, and people going to be whatever they're doing on Christmas Eve. Um,
But
but I
they
don't want to make it all about us because we have a Cowboys fan in our midst.
oh screw him. But they also play on a Saturday, which is weird. Saturday at 5 the week before that.
Yeah, against the Seahawks, against the defending champs. So that's kind of weird. Um, I think it's brutal. I think they have a brutal schedule. I think they have a brutal schedule. I mean, look, let me see. So they got the Bears, the Rams. Did the Jaguars make the playoffs last year? I think they did, didn't
Yes,
they?
yeah, they lost to the Bills in the first round.
So you got the Bears, the Rams, the Jaguars, the Panthers. Did the Cowboys make? And it's not. I'm not joking. Like, did the Cowboys make the playoffs last year? I'm serious. Okay. All right, got my answer. I got my answer. I'm sorry. It
And
was the year before, right?
the champion made the noise even before I did.
It was 2 years. Last year they were like 7. Okay, sorry. So they have the Bears, Rams, Jaguars, Panthers, Steelers, Colts. That Colts, man, they started off the season on fire and just kind of fell off. And then they got your. Let me take the Colts off of that list. Seahawks, Texans, and Niners. They played 8 playoff teams this year.
Well, the other thing is too is that that Christmas Eve game, and I didn't put it in that color because I didn't. I just realized that's a Thursday night game. So they play 3 Thursday night games.
Yes, which is interesting because that's usually what the Cowboys do. Cowboys have tend to have sometimes they've had the Thursday game before Thanksgiving and the Thursday game after Thanksgiving. And I mean, Champion can verify if he's a fan. Like that happens quite a bit.
And they still lose one of the two.
Hopefully they lose all of them. But I think the Eagles schedule is brutal, man. I really do. I think they have a very tough schedule.
From a scheduling standpoint, it's just all because it's like there's like a couple weeks in a row like they'll play 5 days in between, and then there's like a 6 day, then there's like a 4 day. It's weird. It's especially later in the season, so it's just weird.
And I believe they have the most, or they're tied for the most. What were they calling it? Like
Prime time
standalone games.
standalone games, yeah, because they have
Standalone games in the season. So there's going to be a lot of eyes on them for a team that didn't get close to the Super Bowl last year.
because we're always in Super Bowl contention, unlike
Are the Eagles the new America's team?
No.
Oh, what? You want to know why?
Who is currently America's team champion?
Cowboys. Always and forever. Always America's team.
Yeah, I figured you were.
And how old are you again?
19.
Okay, so you've never been alive to see a playoff run by your Dallas Cowboys.
No, I've seen a playoff run by the Cowboys. I mean, we fell short because
The
refs
the
against
dr-
the Cowboys,
the,
league
the,
against
the, the drop ball by Des Bryant.
that was a catch.
It wasn't, but okay.
Yeah, that was the closest thing to a run in the last 30 years for the Cowboys, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. That was their year. I felt like that was their year. Had that been deemed a catch, that might have been their year. Might have, but it wasn't deemed a catch.
Well, either way, we're going for our fifth ring this year. So
So I'm going to put this in here because we like to banter with the Cowboys fans. I don't know if he's a Cowboys fan or not, but by him saying this, by this person saying this, it makes me feel like Cowboys fan. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me put here we go. Let me put this in first. Rapid fire question: who picks up the phone first? An Eagles fan or a Cowboys fan? The answer is an Eagles fan picks up after 2 rings. Cowboys pick up after 5.
hmm.
You know why? You know why? Because usually younger, more spry, and likable people pick up the phone faster than older people that take their time to get to the phone because it's across the room or they can't find it or whatever the case may be. So that's usually how that works out. I'm just speaking from life experience personally. Like Miguel, when I call you, you pick up pretty
Oh, yeah,
quick.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, I do too.
because I
Like,
also have a good hearing. Good hearing. I don't have that arthritis. I'm good.
right,
Well,
right,
not in my hands anyway, just in my knees.
right, right. Champion, because you're a Cowboys fan, I'm gonna show you some respect. We don't have a Cowboys schedule up here. We probably never will. But how are you feeling about your team's chances this upcoming season? Now, I'm gonna tell you right now. I will put myself out there because I make terrible predictions and I make.
Oh, don't do this.
Hold on.
Please don't do this.
No, no, no. You don't know where I'm going. It's all right. You don't know where I'm going. Sometimes I make good predictions. Sometimes I make horrible predictions.
Hail
Last
Mary, full of
year,
grace, hallowed be thy
last
name. Thy
year,
kingdom
I
come, thy will be
felt like
done.
the Cowboys were good enough to make the playoffs. I was terribly wrong. I feel like again this year they probably should be good enough to make the playoffs. I thought Dak was going to have a good season last year. He came off a season where he was an MVP candidate. I was terribly wrong. How are you feeling about the Cowboy season this year?
I'm, I'm feeling pretty good about the season. I mean, I'm not a fan to pretty much be delusional about my team. Like last year I was completely honest. Like our defense was terrible and our offense was one of the best in the league, but defensive wise, like we were terrible. Um this year I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we picked up two of the best defensive players in the draft. I believe the best safety prospect since Ed Reed, and Caleb Downs. I think he's perfect for our defense. We've been wanting a safety for the past 10 years now. And we
12.
and we got that, and then we got a great edge rusher out of Michigan. Third round, we picked up a great linebacker. Um, and pretty much our whole draft, I think, except for one pick, was which was a wide receiver. Pretty much our whole draft was defense. So I think we're trying to turn around our defense, and we're gonna have a good year this year.
And we're going to have you on after the season so I can either thank you or curse you for trading with us for that Makai Lemon pick. Because the more I didn't even realize, like Pittsburgh was on the phone with the dude, like, "Yo, we're about to pick you," and the Eagles jumped up. I didn't know that. Like I saw the video and it was like,
I love
"Oh, that
the.
happened." I thought it was like fake. That really happened.
I was like the reaction. He's like, "Yo, why Philly calling me, yo?" I was like, "What? What is happening?"
That was awesome. So, um, real quick, L Brick City says the Cowboys have the 4th hardest schedule in the NFL. Fact check me.
So it
We
sounds like a setup for reason 32 on why they have not won the Super Bowl in 32 years. That's what it sounds like he's setting up for. He's prepared. See, Cowboys fans have to prepare their excuses ahead of time.
Yeah, we don't care how hard the Cowboys schedule is. We really could care less. We know that Never mind. I'm not even going to get into that. We'll get more into that into football season. We get closer to football season. L Brick season. Make sure you come back. Make sure you stick around with us so you can be here with us during football season. Hit that subscribe button so you know when we're on. Um, I'm sorry, I lost track of what we were doing here. Oh,
Oh,
real quick. Go ahead.
no, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll just real quick. Real quick. Sixers talk. As you know, they fired Daryl Morey. Um, I don't. Was he fired last week? I think he was fired last week when we were on the
Mhm.
show.
Right,
Um,
a couple days before our last episode.
yes, and there's a lot of talk about Bob Myers being the new GM. Um, I think Bob Myers has set himself up to get a huge payday if he is hired by the Sixers. Um, and here's why. From reports I've heard, he just bought a house somewhere in California, and he has younger daughters, and he claimed he wants to be, in the lives of his kids and all like that. I don't remember if it was Malibu or Maui. I don't know where it was, but when you do something like that, and then a team from the other side of the country wants to hire you, you're going to have to pay money to hire that guy. Now, there has been talk of Jameer Nelson, former St. Joe's
Oh
Hawk.
wow, I
Uh,
didn't hear about that one.
yeah, he's already in the organization. He works with the organization with the Delaware Blue Coats, the G League team. And there was some talk, some speculation. I don't know if it's going to happen. They feel like he's very young, very new in the role, the type of role that he's playing right now. So maybe it's too soon for him, but we'll have to see. And that would be interesting. A homegrown kid, a Penwood High School rival. That would be interesting. Very interesting. I seen the kid play against Penwood, so as a student.
So the Sixers are just. I don't think they're going to win with Josh Harris. Josh Harris needs to own a country club where he doesn't even have to bathe. Like he's just so useless to any of the Philly organizations. He's the Jerry Jones of owners in Philadelphia.
Well, let me ask you this, Miguel. And if he were to hire Bob Myers, who he was the architect of Golden State, or
He
was
was
it?
there for he was there for 12 years at Golden State.
Do you feel like that would be a great hire on his part? Like, would
Was
that
it
change your spec?
was
Go ahead.
was it more an architect of what organization was that? Houston or whatever?
They didn't win any championships with him there.
But he built some competitive teams,
He did.
and that's all he did here. So maybe it could translate, but I don't know if it's going to translate. Basketball is so different. I don't know if it'll translate the same way.
All I say is Sixers, y'all gotta boost that bench. You gotta boost the bench. That bench is terrible.
I
I don't want to
think
say terrible, but it needs a lot.
you know what I'm going to say. You can boost the bench by trading Embiid.
Ain't nobody. Here you go. Nobody's taking that trade.
Somebody always in basketball. Somebody always takes a basketball player with no knees.
Let me tell you this, Miguel. I'm going to counter what you said and say that you're wrong. You could be right, but you're wrong. And here's why. Here's why. I want you to go back to '92 when Charles Barkley was traded. How did that work out for the team? We got Jeff Hornacek.
Charles
Uh,
Charles Barkley had both of his knees. He just had a bad shoulder, but he had both of his knees. He could still play basketball, and he was in the finals with Phoenix the very next year.
so you're actually making my point.
He was healthy.
You're making my point. You're making my point. When they traded Charles Barkley, they got basically not really much in return, and he was healthy. Embiid is not healthy, makes a whole hell of a lot of money. Who is going to take that contract?
Somebody's gonna do. Somebody takes James Harden and somebody just commented somebody took Ben Simmons. Someone's always going to take somebody.
The Nets got fleeced for Ben Simmons.
But somebody always gets fleeced in the trade, right?
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's going to make that trade. I don't
Tell
think
me.
it. Marlon said they should have never signed PJ. I guess I'm talking about PJ Tucker. That was their opportunity to build on the depth of the roster. Might be right about that. PJ was older. I was actually excited when they got PJ Tucker. I kind of felt like they got that grizzled physical veteran that can make things happen, but it just really never worked out with
Gotcha.
PJ, unfortunately. I don't think PJ liked being here because of the team. Not the city. I think he liked the city. I just don't think he liked what was around on the team. Elbrick City says Nixon 4. Why are we talking about Dallas Cowboys of the Why are we talking about the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA? Who's the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA?
I made the comment about Josh Harrison and the Sixers because they haven't won and they have terrible ownership. I was
So
making the comparison
Sixers are Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
of Philadelphia, the Philadelphia sports.
But wouldn't that be the Flyers?
No, because the Flyers are actually trying to win. The Sixers.
But the Flyers won in the 70s. The Sixers won in the 80s.
Well, that's true.
And the Flyers have been trying to win for a long time. Now, it just recently happened that they're trying to win again.
But many?
The last 30, 40 years, they've been trying to win.
How many players have? How many Flyers have abused drugs as much as the Dallas Cowboys? I can talk about this all night. We can get on that. Okay. Know your history. Know your history, champ. Know your history.
Marlon said, "Sorry, PG." He's talking about Paul George.
Okay.
Paul George there. Gotcha. I'm trying not to sneeze on air.
All right, so
I guess it's time for us to get out of here,
right? Yeah, we're gonna end on some videos.
Oh, I forgot about the videos. Doggone, I'm sorry. Forgot about the videos. That's the Flyers will win before the Sixers. That's what. So it's interesting you said that because I remember back in 05, 06, 07, something like that. Back when I don't even think Champion was born yet. I had told somebody the Flyers are going to be the first team to win a championship in this city again.
Oh, I was damn!
Terribly wrong.
Twice.
Because the Phillies won, and then the Eagles won twice. So I was terribly wrong. So Marlon says the Flyers will win before the Sixers.
I agree with that. Because they're.
I'm sure you do, Miguel. I'm sure you do. But you can. It's a 50-50 shot. It's a 50-50 shot. Either they do or they don't. Like it's a 50-50 shot.
I love how simplistic you make that statement.
Either they will or they won't. It's not like you said, the Flyers will win before any other team in the city.
No, I don't. Yeah, because I don't think that's the truth. But the Flyers will definitely win before the Sixers.
I don't think they will.
I think
they will win soon. But I think depends on what this new person does when they get in there. They might tear the team down, and that'll change my whole opinion on things. So that'll be that. All right, what you got for us as far as videos are concerned, Miguel?
All right, so you want to do the same thing we did in the past, where there's titles to videos, and I can just play them.
You just pick whatever you want, and I'll make it happen. I'm over here clicking stuff right now.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna upload a video called "Walk Off" or "No."
And is this for champion to decide, or I'll just play. You just want me to play it?
Yeah, did it upload?
Yep.
All right. So this is for state championship. And it's the most annoying thing that I'm starting to see a trend in. This is happening more and more the last couple of years. Go ahead.
Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and the Catholic High Bears have won it again. He's got to touch first. He's got to touch first base. He's got to touch first base. The dog pile has started. The coaches are saying you got to go to first. Brother Martin's going to throw the ball to first. I don't think they're going to call him out. Are they going to call him out? Yes, they are going to call him out. I was just thinking that right before. He's got to touch first base. Wow, what a turn of events here. Catholic High had started celebrating its third state championship in a row. Schneider never ran to first base. The first base coach from Catholic High was jumping up and down saying you got to go touch first.
So I have a question about that. That raises a question by me. And as a baseball coach, I feel like maybe I should already know this. How much time does he have to go? I mean, I know once you're out of the baseline and stuff, but how much time does he have to actually get to first base? Because I didn't know that you could throw the ball to first base on the walk and the person could be out.
But the issue is that he never even went to first base. That's the whole issue.
I get that, but I'm saying how much time does he have? Like, is there a time frame that he has to get to first? Because as a walk, I mean, ball is in play, but when is it time to say, okay, he's not at first base yet, throw the ball to first base, he's out? Like that. I mean, I understand they have to complete the play, got to get to first base, but like, what if he was celebrating and then say, okay, let me go ahead and go to first base, even though he's out of the baseline, big dummy. Oh yeah, let me go ahead. Big dummy. Go ahead, put that on him real quick.
Oh, and long story short on that, that same team that made that stupid mistake actually won in the 15th inning. So,
that wasn't the end of the game?
No, it was 3-2. I'm sorry, it was a tie game. So they would have won the game. So then it went to extra innings, or it was already in extra innings because of
gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. What you think about that, champ? Like, state championship? What do you think about it? You're in college now, so you're not in high school anymore. That's a high school mistake. You're in college now. What you think about that?
I think you should have got benched for that mistake.
Absolutely.
He iced if that happened on my team. All right. What's the next one?
I think this has almost happened to us on more than one occasion in our personal training with our doing lessons and stuff like that. So this is another part 17 of Watch Your Nuts.
Oh, geez.
You turn, but don't move your shoulders very much. Oh, God.
What happened?
What happened? That was that D-bat, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video. Kids that I train, they know don't you dare hit that ball with me standing in front of the thing. I'll hit it back at you.
All right, so this next one is for you and me, Justin. So we have to act our age. Okay, that's the moral of this video.
Okay. Who's gonna blow the clouds? There it is. There it is. Yep, blown tire. I've been there. I have been there and had to ride the bus home with a pulled hamstring. That was the worst. Which reminds me, you guys actually have a bus that you guys ride now, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would ride on the shuttle.
Air conditioned.
He said, "Oh, yeah, we would ride on the shuttle to Florida."
Jeez.
Yeah. Y'all guys should have like a bus with like branding on the side and stuff, right?
Nah, we don't have that. We have we have caterer buses. I know the only team. Actually, no. Let me not say that. We had a lot of away games this year, but I know Norfolk they have one. Um, I'm trying to remember who else. Wagner, they have one. There's only like a handful of teams that really have their own bus. Everybody else we use like caterer buses, stuff like that.
Everybody with a football team, they got that money for those kind of buses.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there. What you got for us, Miguel?
So this one you may have to put the disclaimer up.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get that now. Okay.
Okay. So I will just say this, okay? We are an all-inclusive, equal opportunity blooper shower. Okay. I'm gonna
All right.
just leave that out there. We are inclusive to all race, religions, groups, specialties, all that stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Golly. Jesus.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one down. Because I don't know what y'all saw, but the very kind of beginning of it was kind of glitchy on my end. I mean, y'all may have saw the whole thing, but for me,
Let's see. Let's try it one more time.
nah, it's good. It's good.
You sure?
I'm sure I got the gist.
It was him kicking a soccer ball into his friend's face.
I figured that's what it was. I saw the soccer ball, and then it was disappeared, and I heard the sound effect. So I figured that's what it was. What
All
we
right.
got?
Last but not least, we'll just end on it's a funny sequence between Perez, the catcher from the Royals, and Laz Diaz, the umpire, on the ABS challenge.
All right, here we go.
I might be still trying to figure that out, right? Because, my gosh, hitting. Again, you can do everything right, be right on the barrel, and still not get results. Here we go, Ray.
Catcher challenge to the ball call.
And it is a strike. ABS is powered by T-Mobile.
Close one.
He has been outstanding. And you talking to the hitter about it as they're both waiting for the result up on the scoreboard.
Yes. And Laz Diaz there.
He's going to do it again. And now look at he's nodding. That was a strike.
Catcher challenge to the ball call again.
Again.
This is amazing. Played. He is such a good dude. Players respect him.
Look at that. You going to challenge that one?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I like that. I like that. So I don't know if it was because it was glitchy at first, but that first call, I saw him catch the ball under the square.
Yeah,
But the ABS had the thing on top of the square. I don't know what happened on my end.
Because he caught it and then he went down to and then he
Okay,
challenged it.
gotcha. Okay, yeah, see, the videos get a little glitchy on my end. Look, we're gonna get up out of here. First, I want to thank Mr. Champion Shipley, a rising sophomore at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. First, thank you for taking your talents to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. I wish you all the best there. I'm going to give you a piece of advice that you probably don't need, but I just gave it to some of my seniors in high school. For these next few years that you're in school, enjoy every moment that you possibly can. Enjoy every moment that you possibly can, because I'm gonna tell you right now, once it's over, it's over. It is over. All right. I'm gonna just say, like, one of the things that I took for granted was that everybody was right there on campus. You could walk to anybody's crib or whatever the case may be. Everybody's right there.
Mhm.
Once you're out of that, and everybody's not right there anymore. it gets different. Like you get 4 years of used to people being right there, and then they're not. But enjoy every moment that you possibly can. Don't sweat the small stuff because the small stuff don't really matter. And really enjoy your next 3 years of college life and playing ball, and enjoy every moment on that field,
Yes, sir.
especially on the field,
Yes, sir.
especially.
Will do.
Mr. Shipley, do you have any last words before we get out of here?
Just thank you for having me. I enjoyed my time here, and I'm gonna keep bowling at UMES.
Absolutely, that's what I like to hear. Miguel, any last words?
No, I echo the sentiments of Coach Justin. Just make sure you enjoy every last bit of everything. Go to the parties, get rest, stay hydrated. Women weaken knees, um,
Legs.
unless legs. That too. But yeah, just I missed out on a lot because I didn't think I should enjoy certain things, but I was completely wrong about it. But enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy the parties and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you right now, my team did not have at the same success that your team is going to have and is having. But we won every party. But I would sure love to be able to say we won more games than we did parties. Right. Say that right now. And any of my teammates will tell you, yeah, we won the party. We may not play well on the field, but we gonna out party you like a mother. All right, but look, with all that being said, I want to appreciate y'all for hanging with us here, and of course, I appreciate Mr. Championship. We got to have you back on. I love having Mike. I don't know if you noticed, I got something right there in the background. It's hard to see because it kind of fell over a little bit, but right there is a UMES jersey right there.
You need to move that up and hang it up right next to the
Right here.
Yes, right there, right there.
Thinking about it. There's also a black jersey right underneath that says.
We can't see any of that. Get it spray.
It fell.
Spray paint the wall. Get an airbrush that whole wall, red, white, UMES. Get a thing with like your AI version of you with like muscles.
Why that be AI? Just regular. I just have that little the protective cover over my six pack.
You got a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, right over the six pack. Absolutely. But look, we're gonna get up out of here. We appreciate y'all hanging with us here on the Check Swing Podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and I'm not Twitter, on YouTube. Excuse me. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and then make sure you follow us on Instagram and all that good stuff. And we're gonna get up out of here. Like I said, we appreciate you hanging with us here on the Check Swing Podcast. And until next time, next week, keep on swinging. I don't know. I was trying to figure out something cool to say, but yeah, I think I'll just say no. Keep on swinging could be taken a whole different way, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, with these kids now.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. Look, we'll talk to y'all next time. Thank you, Mr. Shipley, again for being with us, and join us again, please.
Thank you for having me.
All right. For that, all that, we out of here. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all for loving us. We'll talk to y'all next time.
His dad said,
Again.
Hey, you can't be interrupting Skeletor.
"Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead."
Go ahead, say what you gotta say. Hurry up.
His dad said he just texted me. He said my shirt is very offensive, so I just texted back and it said, "You're welcome."
Absolutely. Now, Skeletor, what you got to say?
Until we meet again.